Welcome back, Hinnick.
If it wasn't for you, I'd still be getting worked over by those bastards in Sigismund's camp. You saved my arse, fellas. Although, I have a second hole in it now because of you. Ouch!
There was an accident. I couldn't hit you that well, even if I wanted to.
That would be a shame. We'd be hard-pressed to find another horseman like him.
Spare me the flattery. It's enough you thought I was worth saving. Warms the cockles of my heart.
Don't thank me until you know what we're up to.
Ha ha! I knew there was a reason you rescued me. What's your plan?
First, we should find the rest of your band.
Hold your horses, Henry. First things first. You have more important things to deal with. How are we doing, Devil? Do you have some kind of hideout? What about your people?
Hideout? That old camp was a shithole.
Don't insult our home from home.
Shush! We can stay here.
Here? For all to see?
This here hole is far from town, and has such a bad reputation that decent people are afraid to come here. As long as you're paying, old Treadlight will serve you wholeheartedly. This place has everything we need, and people who come here can be recruited for some dirty work.
And there are no fleas in the beds.
Furthermore, it's called the Devil's Den, and I like that.
All right, have it your way. Henry, go to the innkeeper and arrange our stay here. But back to the point, Devil. What about your people?
My people? Kubienka isn't enough for you.
No, he isn't.
That's too bad. Or they fucked off somewhere. They didn't send any messages to my jail cell.
We'll have to do something about that. But first you should go and see Catherine. See if she's settled in and if she's all right. She said she'd try to find work at the Hangman's Halter Tavern.
You're not coming with me?
Does that bother you? Well, you're not afraid of her, are you?
Someone might recognize me. And if they saw us together...
All right. What will you be doing?
I don't know about these two, but I'll be having a rest. I'm not going to sit on a horse for a while anyway.
But we don't have time for that. Like Henry said, we need more people. The three of us could just about manage to steal a few cabbages.
Forget it. It hurts like you shot off one of my arse cheeks. I can barely stand.
At least tell me what happened to your infamous Devil's Pack. Where can we find them?
Yeah, I'd like to know that too. Where are they, Kubienka? Why didn't you lot free me from jail?
You gather a band of criminals and then you are surprised they cannot be trusted?
So, nobody's left?
Some might return now that the devil is back.
Well, if they're not already swinging on the gallows somewhere.
Or will you find them? They could be anywhere.
We'll have to search for them. Will you help us, Henry?
Good day to you.
I reckon I don't have a choice, do I?
I like that boy already. No pointless questions, just straight to the task.
At least tell him where to find the bastards.
I'd love to. But I don't even know who survived that fuck-up.
Not many of us are left. Janos and Adder were the first to run. I reckon they are gorging themselves somewhere. If they have any coin.
What about Bohuta and his brother? They've always been reliable.
Slavik died, Bohuta took it badly. He's not coming back.
Fuck.
Henry may be able to convince him.
I doubt it, but he can try.
Do we have anyone else?
Well, there's Matthew and Roniak, but who knows where they ended up.
And that's all.
We could also try those rebellious farmers who are fighting against Sigismund around here.
I don't want any dirty peasants. I want my old pack.
In that case, there's no one else left.
Well, you've only given me their names, but I need to know a bit more than that. I don't even know where to start.
Come and see me before you head out. I knew them pretty well, so maybe we can work something out together.
You said you were going to tell me more about the Devil's former band.
Only a few fellas out of the whole glorious pack survived the shitstorm, and it's not certain they are still alive. As far as I know, Matthew, Bahuta, Raniak, Janos, and Eder survived. I only know where to find Bahuta. And maybe Matthew. But who knows?
Tell me about Bahuta first. Who is he, anyway?
Well, Bahuta, he was always in trouble. Angry as a dog and covered in bruises. He and his brother could drink all the beer in the inn. Just the two of them. Then they would make a terrible ruckus.
It sounds like you three would get along well. But you said his brother was dead.
Yes, he died right before Bahuta's eyes. Not pretty. Bahuta has been acting weird ever since. He dropped everything overnight and turned to prayer. As if he was scared of being next in line.
Where can I find Bahuta?
At the rectory in Grunt. He helps out with the church.
I'll go over there and try to talk him into it. There's no harm in trying.
But be careful. Bahuta was never far from giving someone a beating. Maybe he's still got that in him. It was Slavik who kept him from ending up on the gallows because of a fight. Oh, but he's already with the Lord.
Now tell me something about this Matthew fella. Someone with a name like that surely can't be all bad.
The name may be pretty, but he's as ugly as sin. You better not stare at him too much. It is not good for your stomach. He's also a damn willy bastard. People say he likes to rob on trade routes, telling his victims he's collecting tax for the king.
And where do I find him?
I hear there's someone robbing merchants on the roads near Miskovitz. That would be fitting for him. Maybe the bailiff can tell you more. It's practically happening in his yard.
What about the rest of the band? You mentioned more than one person.
Of course. That leaves Janos, Eder, and Raniak. I don't know where they are, but I can tell you about them.
Who is this Adder? What kind of nickname is that, anyway?
Oh, that's easy. He's called Eder because he can't keep his snake in his breeches. He's Polish. He does not speak our tongue, so only Janos can speak to him, really. But otherwise, he's a fucking hilarious. And when shit gets tough, he can really handle it.
Do you know where he could be?
I have no idea. But if you find Janos, Eder will be nearby. The two of them are practically inseparable.
How am I supposed to communicate with Adder? I don't speak a word of Polish.
Yes, you do. We all say kurwa. You must use your hands and feet for the rest. I always manage, and so will you.
Tell me more about this Raniak.
Raniak has a great aim. Slightly better than me, even. Oh, and that bow of his, I tell ya, is a masterpiece. That is how you will know it is him.
How did he get that bow?
How do you think? He won it playing dice. But that was the first and last time he ever won anything. If anyone is really unlucky, it is him. But he would not stop if you were to cut off his hands.
Did you ever see him again after the devil was captured?
Oh, just once. He wanted me to lend him money. He did not have any to bet with. But I was skinned and looking for a way to get the devil out of jail. Either way, I told him to fuck off, and he listened to me.
Do you have any idea how I could find him?
Oh, I don't know anything about him. Try asking around at inns where they play dice. It is possible he lost his hose in one of them.
Tell me about this Janos.
Janos? He's from Hungary. He speaks like a Tatar, but at least you can understand him a little, unlike Ada.
And how did he get here? Did he defect from Sigismund?
Not at all. He did something back home, had the gallows waiting for him, so he fled to Moravia. He was having the time of his life until recently. Wine, women, and song. But now he has problems because people take him for a human. But if you knew how he can cook, give him a dead rat and half a carrot, and he will cook you a 3-course dinner.
I'm already liking this Janos. I think we'll get along well.
Janos? Why?
I like girls. I like looking at them. And if they want, I have a little fun with them.
Oh, then you can shake hands with Ada. He would get himself killed just to get his prick wet.
How can I recognize this Janos?
Like I said, he looks a bit like a human. He speaks almost like we do, but in a queer way. Where you talk to him, you will definitely notice it.
Thanks. I'll go and look for them.
They may sound like a bunch of morons as I tell it, but they will be damn useful to us. Good luck!
Praised be Jesus Christ.
Now and forever.
Excuse me. Are you Behuta by any chance?
That's right, I am. If you're here to right old wrongs, be my guest. God knows I deserve it.
I don't need to right any wrongs. The devil sent me to see if you would rejoin his band.
He is free, and he still hasn't learned. Anyway, tell him I'm definitely not going back to that life.
Why don't you want to go back?
I want to reform myself, to redeem myself before the Lord God, and to earn his absolution. There is no way to do that if I am with the devil.
I'd like to find the rest of the devil's pack. Do you know anything about any of them?
Just Ranyek. It has been a few days since he was here.
What did he want from you?
He was begging me for some coin. He said he had a game in Pshitoki, and that he would definitely win this time. As always.
Ranyek still hasn't given up dice, eh?
That fella will never learn, and he's already lost everything. He won a really nice bow once, and he's had nothing but bad luck ever since.
Do you know where I could find him now?
Last time he told me he had a game arranged in Pshitoki. Maybe he's still there.
Thanks. Hopefully I'll find him there. I'll be on my way. I probably won't convince you anyway.
Hold on. While you're here, we can pray for the devil's soul together. God knows he needs it badly.
We can. Though I don't know if it'll help anything.
Every soul can be reformed if it so desires and sincerely repents of its sins. Look at me. I used to kill, drink, spend nights with whores, but I learned that it was the wrong way, and now I'm trying to make amends.
Why all of a sudden?
Come pray with me and I'll tell you. Hey, how did you get involved with the devil anyway?
By accident. It was thanks to Jan Žižka.
So, you know Žižka too. Where from?
It's a long story. But if you came to the Devil's Den, I'd tell you all about it over a beer.
Nice try, lad, but I'm staying away from the drink. It's just not worth it. What do you think of the devil anyway?
I trust Žižka to know what he's doing. He knows the devil pretty well.
Žižka is slightly less of a bastard than the devil. I don't know how he can stand him. The ends justify the means, I suppose. When your neck is on the line, you'd better be sure those two bastards are worth it.
Where did you say you wanted to pray?
Right here, at my brother's grave.
Is that Slavek's grave?
You know my brother's name?
Aye. Kubienka told me about you both.
Aye, we were in the band together, but the priest was kind enough to let me bury him here.
Was that important to you?
It was. When Slavek was killed and the band broke up, I didn't know what to do. Father Havel put a roof over my head and showed me a completely different life than I had known before then. Together with my brother, I buried my past here, and vowed over his grave that I would never harm another living soul.
This is where you want to pray for the devil?
Here is where I found reconciliation and peace of mind. Where else should I pray for the devil to find his own?
Why did you decide to leave everything behind and start a new life here?
Because of my brother. I was with him in his last moments. He was completely overcome with horror. I never thought he could be so scared.
But you must have been used to seeing death.
He did not fear death, but what comes next? He knew the kind of life he had led, and everything he was responsible for. Now he's paying for it. It may be foolish, but I believe that if I reform myself before the Lord God, he might forgive Slavic too.
Let's get to it then. Would you like to start?
Aye, but it's Latin, so listen carefully and repeat after me. Pater Noster, qui isn't careless, sanctificator, or no man's tomb. Adventure ad rectum to whom, fet voluminous to her, seek it, inhale it, enter her. Your turn now.
Pater Noster, qui isn't careless, sanctify cater, or no man's tomb. Adventit at rectum, to whom fate voluminous to her, seek it, inhale it, enter her.
That's right. Here's the rest of it. Panem most room. Quote, idi. And so on. Just amen. That's that then. A nice little prayer.
I hope the Lord will hear it. I'll let you meditate in peace here.
Wait a bit. Here, take this. You're a good man. It's a map to a place where I've stashed some things. I don't want to ever touch them again, but they might still be of use to you.
Oh, thank you. I'll look for them.
Think about what I told you. Jesus can help you too.
Wie geht's, mein Herr?
I'm looking for someone. His name is Raniek, and he carries a nice bow.
That means nothing to me.
And he plays dice. A lot.
Ja, jetzt weiß ich's. Gestern hat sich völlig betrunken. Yesterday we saw Pole. They were causing a ruckus until the morning. And I'm still feeling sick.
This drunk Pole, was his name Adder, by any chance?
Ja, Adder. They say there's a whole Geschichte behind it.
Aye, I know it. I'd like to know where he is now.
You should ask the butcher's wife, Eve.
Why should I ask the butcher's wife?
Well, why do you think?
Do I have to make you say it? How does this concern Adder?
It's just some village clutch.
Look, I've heard a lot about Adder. If he was sticking it where he shouldn't have, I'd rather know before some cuckold comes at me with a pitchfork.
Knowing our butcher, you're not far from the truth, glaub mir. Letzte Nacht, Adder suddenly disappeared, just at the same time as the butcher's wife, Eve, did.
She left alone at night.
Leider ja. Her man passed out on the table right there in the inn. What else could she do?
So Adder took the opportunity.
Natürlich.
So where is the local butcher's?
If you go to the village from here, the butcher's Grundstück is the very last one.
I'll go to see her. Maybe she knows something.
You should be careful. The butcher does not like seeing other men around his Eve.
Where can I find this Raniek?
Try asking the man who paid for his losses yesterday.
Was he broke?
He lost a small fortune here yesterday. It looked like he was going to get a nice beating because he lost more than he had. But a bunch of Kerle from Bilani, who also came to play, lent him some coin. I reckon they felt sorry for him.
And do you know where I could find these men from Bilani?
In Bellany, I reckon.
Thank you for this priceless advice.
Tut mir leid. My head is still ringing like a bell after last night. If I were you, I would ask the Bellani innkeeper. With luck, you will run into them right there.
Why would they pay for Raniek? Did they know each other?
I do not think so. Maybe they just felt sorry for him. They played a lot themselves. But you could see that Raniek just could not stop.
I'll be on my way. And thank you.
Nichts zu danken.
Greetings, my friend.
Were you the ones who played dice with Raniek in Shitaki? Do you know anything about him?
You know Raniek? Then you must have a drink with us. A friend of Raniek's is a friend of ours.
I won't say no to that. Give it here.
That's what I like to hear. Here you go. Bottoms up.
That really hit the spot. So what about Raniek? Do you know where he's gone?
We can take you to him right now if you want.
Where are we going?
To see Raniek, of course. You want to see him, don't you?
Look, don't be angry, but if I'm coming with you, I want to know where we're going.
You don't trust us much, do you?
Of course not. I don't know you at all.
I get it. I just didn't want to tell you right away, lest you misunderstood. Raniek's dead.
What? What do you mean, dead?
Well, he's passed on. We wanted to show you where it happened, at least.
What happened to him? Were any of you involved?
No, not at all. God forbid. Raniek was a good man, but the way he went... Oh, I don't even want to talk about it.
But how did you know he was a good man? You only met him recently.
You make friends very quickly playing dice, and we liked Raniek from the start.
And he died right after that.
Fate was a cruel fucker to him, you know.
I feel like you're the one trying to fuck with me. You better tell me what happened, or should I call the bailiff?
No, wait. I'll tell you. He drowned in shit.
Are you... you fucking serious?
That's not funny at all. When it was clear he had no way to settle his debt, he started looking for a way to run. We've seen this shit before, so we kept an eye on him. He tried saying he was hungry, thirsty, needed to get some air. Finally, he said he needed to dump a load. We didn't want to watch him shit himself, so we let him go. We waited outside the privy so he couldn't fuck off. But the bastard tried to flee the other way. He climbed through the hole, under the boards, and right into the shit pit. We went around the back, thinking he'd pop out. But he never made it.
Didn't you try to help him?
No. There were bubbles coming out in one place for a while, but then, well, he was gone. He owed us a lot, but we're not wading through shit for it.
Taking their time again.
Where exactly did he drown? I reckon I'll have to pull him out.
I really don't envy you. The shit pit is back there, behind the inn. Go around the outhouse, and you'll find it. Just follow your nose. Farewell, good sir.
Yuck. 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 Oh, God. It's hairy. It's still warm. Kurva. Something's moving over there. Yeah. Yuck. Ugh. It won't ever wash away. Oh, blessed Virgin. What's that lying there? What the fuck is swimming in here? Kurva! It's a man. And he has a bow. That's Raniek. How the fuck did he get here?
Good day to you.
I'm looking for someone, and the innkeeper said you might be able to help.
Is that so? Who is it?
A wandering man at arms. He's a foreigner, a Pole. They call him Adder.
And the innkeeper sent you to me. How nice of him. As if the whole village didn't know already. Now he's going to tell everyone who just walks by. Who are you anyway? Some friend of his?
On the contrary, they sent me to find him. He's a dangerous cutthroat. I have to catch him before he hurts more people.
Christ, is that really so? He's going to murder my old man. He and the other men dragged Ada out of the village, saying they'll kick his ass. But now I'm more worried about them.
I heard you had some affairs with the Pole.
I beg your pardon? Did the innkeeper tell you that? That lying old bastard?
So it's not true?
Of course it's not. I mean, not that the Pole wasn't interested. He was looking at me all night at the inn, but I avoided him. If my husband noticed anything, I'd be in big trouble. But he got so drunk he fell asleep on the table, and I couldn't wake him up. So I got up and went home alone. Ada must be damn quick, because he beat me home and waited for me at the door.
What did he want? Did he hurt you?
No, and I don't know what he wanted either. He was drunk, and since he doesn't speak our tongue, I couldn't understand him. Then he hiccuped, fell to the ground and started snoring.
And your husband found him here in the morning?
Yeah, and he had a fit. He wouldn't listen to reason. He's like deaf when he's angry. He thinks I had something with Ada. Me! Me, who has been loyal to him all these years. If he'd taken one good look at Ada, he'd have seen it wasn't even possible. Ada was still dead drunk in the morning.
I'm sorry, but I couldn't help but notice. Is that bruise from the butcher?
He doesn't mean it. He just doesn't know what he's doing when he's angry.
I'll at least give you something for the pain. Here you go. A potion for the pain. It should help you quickly.
Thank you.
And where will I find your husband, Ada, and the rest?
Outside the village, in the direction of Kuttenberg. There's a lone tree in the middle of the field. You can see it from a distance. They said that's where they take him, so that no one can see them.
I better go and see your husband. The sooner it's over, the better.
Hurry up, please. Christ, pardon me.
Panie, mój Boże, wysłuchaj mnie. Całe życie mordowałem i ruchałem. Więcej razy paliłem kościoły, niż byłem u spowiedzi. Wybacz swemu słudze. Wybacz. Wybacz i pozwól mi jeszcze tylko raz wykastrować tych bezbożnych skurwysynów!
Shut up! No one can listen to your damn gibberish!
Twoja baba i tak do końca życia będzie pamiętać o mojej polskiej kiełbasie!
I'll shut that gob of yours!
Ciebie i twoją matkę piekło pochłonie. Niech was piekło pochłonie!
Wait! Stop!
A co to za kutas?
What do you want? And who the hell are you?
Leave him alone and untie him.
Why would I do that? Do you know what that bastard did?
If you're talking about the rumors in the village, it's all lies. Nothing happened.
You don't know what you're talking about. That whoreson defiled my wife, my Eva, eh? He should be glad we're only gonna hang him. If I had my way, we'd castrate him as well.
That is just slander. He didn't do anything with your wife. Eva told me what happened last night. She didn't do anything, and neither did Ada. The only thing harming your reputation is those lies.
Why should I trust her? I found him in my house, didn't I?
Where did you find Ada?
I almost tripped over him in my house. He was lying on the floor.
What was he doing on the floor?
Sleeping. Snoring so loud the house shook. Eva must have worn him right out.
Oh, come on. If Ava did anything with him, she'd have kicked him out straight after. She's not stupid, is she?
No, she ain't. I suppose you're right.
Oh, that bloody last. So what are you waiting for? Run along home, pick some flowers on the way, and apologise to her.
As you wish, she's all yours. But the cow is mine, and she's coming with me.
Oh, fuck.
Chwała Polsce, kurwy! Jebać mnie!
It's twitching too much. I'll have to cut the other end, on the tree.
Kurwa mać. Ożeż, kurwa, chyba sobie rękę złamałem. O kurwa. O kurwa, było blisko. Gdybym nie miał chociaż tego kociochwi. O kurwa mać. Mało brakowało. Kimkolwiek jesteś, masz krzepę. Ale teraz to sam bym wpierdolił tym gównojadom.
I reckon you want to know who I am, right? I'm Henry. Henry.
Fajnie. A dlaczego ty mówisz do mnie jak najbliżej?
Yes, that's me. Henry. I was sent by Dry Devil. He's waiting for you at the Devil's Den.
Ożeż, kurwa! Czart żyje? To jeszcze go nie powiesili? Kurwa, patrz, kupim to szczęście sprzyja. Te kiepy nie będę ciągle się z nas śmieją. Kurwa mać! Aż mnie świerzbią ręce. Hej, młody! Daj mi jakąś broń.
Bronny... What?
Broń! Rozumiesz?
A weapon. You want me to give you a weapon?
Tak, kurwa!
Well, you don't need a weapon right now. What for?
No jak to kurwa czemu?
You want revenge, right?
Gdzie tam ja? Spójrz na tę gębuś. Czy widziałeś kiedykolwiek człowieka bardziej miłującego pokój?
If you're playing innocent, you're not doing a great job. I'm not giving you anything. You can murder whoever you want in the Devil's Den, but now we need to go.
Ależ z ciebie jest cipa, wiesz? Gdyby to był Janosz, ten by mnie tak nie zostawił. A co z Janoszem? Przecież zostawiłem go tam na pastwę losu.
Janosz? You mean Janosz Uher?
No Janosz! W Myskowicach go schwytali.
You mean Miskovic? Janosz is in Miskovic?
Tak, w Myskowicach.
Fantastic. I'll go and get him, and we'll be at the Devil's Den in no time.
Ale do diabła, pojmali go!
He was what? Doesn't matter. I'll find him. You go to the Devil's Den.
No dobra. Ale tylko tego nie spierdol, kurwa.
Greetings to you.
Blessings to you.
Could this be Janosz Uher?
You have a kind master, Emma.
Hey, what do gape at? Fish face?
Dry Devil sent me. He's looking for you.
Tell him Janosz busy.
Oh. All right, then.
Dority, I just pulling pistol. Get me out of here, brother. My neck on line, hey?
What's happened?
I was hungry. I want bite to eat. You understand, eh?
So you stole something?
You accuse Janos of thieving? Look at this honest face. Am I right? I just look around for something. What happens? This cock-up come back. Everybody can shit himself. You too, no?
Who came back?
What I know? Some cunt. He's so crazy, he go for me. That's some crazy shit, no? What can I do, eh? I wag him a little bit. And now Bailey waiting to see if he die, and then I go swing.
Supposing I had a word with the bailiff.
You soft in head, eh? Where they will find you? You remind bailiff, he come hang me right away.
I need to speak to him anyway.
What do you expect from that? If the yokel don't get better, bailiff never let me go.
Maybe I can talk the bailiff into letting you go.
Yeah, sure. While you're doing that, tell him to send wife here to suck my cock, eh?
How can I get you out of here?
Wait until bailiff's henchmen fuck off, then pick lock.
All right. I'll try to pick it.
Quick! That fucking yokel die any moment to spite me.
I'll try to get you out of here.
Do it quick, Preboha! Before that spiteful cock die, hey?
Master Bailiff, what's gonna happen with that fella in the stocks?
I swear to God, if Loiza, the poor lad he almost killed, doesn't make it, I'll have that bastard hanged. A death for a death.
Loiza? He's the local who was wounded.
Wounded? That brute nearly sent him to eternity.
What exactly did Janos do to Loiza?
He slashed him with an axe, the murderer, right in the stomach. He's got a deep, gaping wound there, like a gate to hell. We don't have an apothecary or a sawbones here. The herbalist says he only has 2 more days left.
How about I treat this Loiza boy? Would you let Janos go free?
What do you care about him? Is he some pal of yours?
Oh God, no. But I need him.
All right. If you heal Loiza and pay for that scoundrel, I'll let him go. But don't let him show his face around here again.
I'll go to see Loiza.
As you wish, but be careful. He's in a really bad shape.
Poor fella. He's barely breathing. That wound looked quite scary. But it's not so bad, really. It's deep, but it's clean, and it's not bleeding much. Maybe some potion will help him. If it was just a gash, he'd still breathe normally. That's all I can find out now. Janos broke his ribs with that strike. That's why it's so hard for him to breathe. First I have to treat the wound, and then I have to get something to help him breathe a little easier. Buck's blood potion, perhaps? Hail Mary, full of grace. The Lord is with thee. Please grant Loiza a speedy recovery. He has done nothing wrong. He doesn't deserve to die yet. This I ask as your faithful servant. Intercede for him, Lord God, and your Son, Jesus Christ. May Loiza recover soon, and may he continue to serve the Lord as a good Christian. I'm gonna bandage you now. Hold on a moment. I'll give you Buck's blood. Here. Drink this. Well, that's done. It might take a while, but he should be back on his feet eventually. I've already treated Loiza. He'll be all right.
Really? Well, it's true he's looking a little better now. He has a healthier color and all.
So everything worked out well. Can you let Janos go free?
Well, all right. But pay up first. Loiza needs something to live on while he's recovering. Think of it as compensation.
I'd be happy to pay for Janos, but you're asking too much.
All right, then. If you insist. I hope Loiza can live off this. Here's the key to the pillory. It's better if you free him yourself. I don't want him spitting on my boots.
What are you doing? Hey!
Easy, easy. The bailiff is letting you go. Go to the Devil's Den. Dry Devil is waiting for you there.
How you persuade bailiff? Tell me. How you did that? Hey?
I healed that poor wretch that you battered. So the bailiff is letting you go.
All right. Thank you, fella.
You can thank the devil and Zizka. They sent me for you.
Devil? How he get free, hey? Last I know, he rotting in chains.
Me, Kubienka, and Zizka freed him.
Zizka? That mad bastard here? Now that is something to look forward to. And what about Eder? You find him too?
He's in the Devil's Den already. He nearly got hanged in a neighboring village.
Him too? What did Polish fucker do this time?
It seems he was, playing hide the sausage with the Pshitaki butcher's wife. And the butcher wasn't too forgiving.
Ah, typical of him, to get hanged for some wench. Well, anyway, I will go now. We meet there.
Hold on. I had to buy your freedom.
You want it back? You fucked in the head. Hey, where I get coin? In fucking stocks? But, you know, I got something for you much better. What do you say to my sausage? Eh?
What are you blabbering about? What sausage?
Proper one. Full of goodness. Maybe not smell so good, but taste good when you hold nose.
Please tell me you're talking about food.
Yeah, I talk about sausage. What else? Janos's sausage. Ah, I see. You think I means big, huge salami in my hose, eh? He's not for just anybody. Me? I am decent Christian.
I'll take it.
You will not be sorry. Come back when it is nice and firm. It melt in your mouth. You see.
Firm? Well, all right.
I go now. I cannot wait to meet them crazy fuckers.
We'll meet at the Devil's Den.
I hope. We got things to drink too.
How about I hear a certain Matthew has been rampaging round here.
Do you mean Matthew the Collector?
Collector? Is that a nickname?
That's what he calls himself. He says he's collecting for the king on the roads. But he's just a common bandit. And a real pain in my ass. If times weren't so bad, he'd be on the gallows by now. But what can we, ordinary peasants, do against a bunch of bandits? But as they say, Misfortunes never come lightly. When there's bullshit, there's a lot of it.
Where does Matthew the Collector rob people most often?
He has already robbed several traders on the roads between our village and the Sukhdol fortress. You'd better avoid those places. Although, there is a bounty on Matthew, if you dare. Not too measly, actually.
I'd be happy to help. The likes of him belong behind bars or in the pillory.
Or the gallows. Listen then. Besides the fact that Matthew robs traveling merchants, he also has something much more valuable. If you can bring it to me, you'll get your reward.
What precious thing can a bandit like him have in his possession?
Here's the thing. Not long ago, a certain master illuminator was passing through. An interesting man, honored guest. I gave him lodging and food at my house and asked him a few questions. He said he was delivering a book to Sedlets, for which he had been asked to make pictures. He was very careful with it and kept it close the entire time. He left at dawn the next day.
And what happened then?
They found him dead by the wagon he arrived in, which was burnt. The book had vanished into thin air. If Matthew's involved, and I bet he is, he must still have the book.
Where does Matthew the Collector rob people most often?
Were you not listening to me? Somewhere by the roads between Miskovitz and Sukhdol.
If Matthew is rampaging round here, this could be his work. He didn't even take everything.
Praise be Jesus Christ, young man. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Matthew, the King's Chief Customs Collector. I collect dues on trading routes.
Ah, I've been looking for you.
Is that so? Why would that be?
The Dry Devil sent me.
That old bastard is still alive. I thought he'd been executed a long time ago.
He's free again, thanks to us. He's getting his old band together, so they sent me looking for you.
That's so very sweet of him. So he whistles and I should come running to him like a good boy.
So, you don't want to come back then?
For the record, I have nothing against the devil, but I don't want to stick my neck out for fuck all anymore. I'm doing well for myself as my own master. The past is past.
And you're content with robbing poor souls by the road?
Ah, you are quite wrong there. I'm a customs collector, and it's still better than being with the devil.
You're just a lowly thief. At least the devil fights for the king.
How? By looting and pillaging? The only difference is I'm doing it for myself and he's doing it for others. Although he also takes pride in his fame.
This is going nowhere. I'll tell the devil we can't count on you.
Since you're already here, did you pay the duty?
What are you talking about? What duty?
What do you think? To the king! I am His Majesty's Chief Customs Collector.
Aye, and I'm Emperor Charles.
So where's the payment? A royal customs collector's time is precious.
What customs collector? You're just a bandit.
Peace all difference. Those who have, give. Those who don't, take. Cough up!
Did you know there's a pretty hefty bounty on your head?
Well, of course. I'm the talk of the region.
In fact, it's almost too tempting. Nothing quite like easy coin, eh?
You don't know who you're dealing with.
I could say the same thing.
Fuck! You know what? Forget it.
Happily.
I'm not heartless either. Just so you know. If you want to learn something for the right price, I'll teach you.
All right. How can I find you?
We camp in the woods by the hill near Visoka. It will probably take you a while to find it first. Now get out of here. And give my regards to the devil. Or maybe not.
Janos and Ada are back, so that's a reason to celebrate. Are you drinking with us?
Let's have a toast to that.
Toast? No, we get drunk like hogs.
To pytam się jej, czy nie chce wskoczyć na konika.
Ada, for fuck's sake.
A wiesz co ona mi na to?
She says she don't understand shit, huh?
Shut the fuck up, both of you.
A co ty taki wrażliwy?
Did Henry take his sweet time with a rope? Or are you this stupid from birth and I just forgot?
Ah, he's thicker now. If Henry let him choke any longer, he'd be drooling on his shirt.
Chcesz mordę?
Shut up! Fucking hell.
What biting your arse, devil, huh?
I wanted to say I'm glad you and Ada are back. But I don't feel like it anymore.
No to my się sami napijemy. Na zdrowie!
Yeah! To us!
You should raise a toast to Henry. You'd be dead if it wasn't for him.
Leave it be. You needed men, so I got them.
Don't be modest. You saved those arseholes' hides. They won't even thank you.
Shishka's right, you ungrateful bastards. That we should all thank Henry for bringing us to the same table again. So, to Henry.
To the king.
Which one? Or we drink 2 times?
Don't make trouble, Janos. Henry saved you from the noose. But no one will save you from me.
What I care about any kings? Better drink to Henry!
To Henry.
Za tę śliczną cycatkę z łaźni.
Only then? You have more, no?
Tell us about it, Henry. What happened?
I also found Matthew, but he grew tired of your pack. He prefers robbing old crones by the road.
Zdradziecki, zapluty szczur. Jeśli wejdzie mi w drogę, zatłukę go, kurwa, jak świnie!
What did he say?
Nothing nice, I'd imagine. But he forgot to add, Kurva!
What about the rest?
And Raniek is dead.
Somebody rammed dice down his throat.
Not quite, but it was dice that paid him back in the end.
Kurwa! Dał słowo, że tym razem na pewno wygra. Ale znamy się jak łyse konie. Miałem go lepiej pilnować.
Don't feel bad, hey? He not want help and he don't deserve it. What about the rest?
And Bahuta, he has decided to redeem himself, so he could pass the Lord's judgment.
Co za jełop. Nawet Bóg ma go w dupie. Ha!
He got to try hard. Wake up before sunrise, pray, give up meat and beer, and the woman's. Fuck, poor bastard.
That's it. That's everyone.
So, we are the only ones?
Unfortunately. But the best remained.
So, to loyal brothers in arms.
Yeah, to us! Long live us!
W moim ogródeczku rośnie różyska. Napój mi, Maniusiu, mego kunicka. Nie chcę, nie napoję, bo się kunia, kurwa boję. Bo się kunia, kurwa boję, bo mi jeszcze młoda!
Nice. We also have one like that.
To teraz ty, młodzieniaszku, dawaj!
What did he say?
He say you sing now.
I'd be delighted. Underneath our windows, water flows so clear. Take my little horse there and water him, my dear. I won't water him, no. No, I can't anymore.
Cudownie! Pięknie!
Henry, my friend! Janusz love you!
A mnie nie?
You most, my sweet other.
No to wypijmy za to!
What did he say?
We drink to that!
Of course we'll drink.
Two last drop, Henry! That is the way! You tell us some story, eh?
Fellas,
I could not say it better.
Amen!
oh, kurwa. I feel like shit.
So, how did your trial by fire go last night?
Honestly, I've no idea. But I haven't felt this sick in a long time.
Aye, well, Janos and Adar didn't spare you. But usually they only drink someone under the table like that just once.
You always drink like that?
Almost always. The mornings are hard, but at least you clear your head. And often your stomach, too.
So what's next, now that your band is back together?
Well, I've got Kubienka, Adar, and Janos. It's not much, but it'll have to do. Now we just have to figure out how to give hell to Sigismund.
What am I to do?
Well, didn't you say you needed to find Liechtenstein as soon as possible?
Aye, I'm working on it.